We are still here in Orlando East. Orlando East is in Orlando. Orlando is in Soweto, in Johannesburg. We are here where the Minister of Human Settlement, Thembi Simelane, was sending over a brand new house built from scratch, handing over to the family members of 12 that were living in a shack. You would remember that their house was gutted down by fire last year in 2024. I'm with them, the Chief Executive Officer of NHFC, that would be CEO Mayekiso. Thank you very much for your time, your contribution. How did you know about this and your engagement?
Yes, thank you very much, sir. Really, the request came from the department. The minister was explaining earlier that it's a local councillor that reached out to the Ministry of Human Settlements, and with a request, registering the plight of this family, the Kekana family. And, as soon as they heard the message, they reached out to us as the NHFC to say, can we come and assist, and we did what we needed to do. And we immediately got the NHBRC on board to come and do an assessment in terms of what would be required in order to rebuild this home for the Kekana family. And as soon as that bill of quantities had been determined, we then got to work to get a contractor, to procure for the services of a contractor. We ran a procurement process. We landed with a contractor that was suitable to do the job, and they started doing the work on the 7th of November last year.
Okay, you tell me, Chief Executive Officer, how was the situation when you got here?
The situation was very dire. The house had been burnt to the ground, obviously, and the family had to move into different shacks that they needed to, obviously, as temporary shelter. Really, it was burnt to the ground. There was nothing. The house was completely gutted. Whatever furniture and possessions that they had inside had been burnt down. And we would really like to extend, our gratitude to the family, or rather to the community of Orlando East, who then banded in, contributed clothing and whatever, sort of furniture pieces that they could, chairs here and there, so that the family could have, clothing, as well as could have linen that they could sleep in. But the situation was very dire, and so the contractor had to work very quickly. Yes, of course, they encountered some delays in the process, which is why this house is now only being handed, is being handed over now in January.
Are these projects of this caliber something that you do often?
It's not an often occurrence, because this is not the core of our mandate as the NHFC. The National Housing Finance Corporation is we are a financier. We fund developers who develop all the various aspects of affordable housing, beginning with fully subsidized housing. So we provide contractors with funding facilities to be able to build RDP and BNG houses. We provide developers who provide subsidized rental stock, which is social housing, as well as private rental stock. So we are a DFI, Development Finance Institution. We fund contractors who are playing a significant role in terms of ensuring that affordable housing stock, as well as fully subsidized housing stock, is brought to light. But instances of this nature, it really falls within our CSI budget, and it's for as and when and rare really requests that we receive on the back of community engagements that the Department of Human Settlements, principally the minister, engages in when they go to engage the various communities, but also councillors in the various communities nationally. They also identify needs, and then when they get routed to the Department of Human Settlements, the department typically reaches out to the NHFC for us to do the work. So it's something that, it's not part of our core mandate, but we budget for it year in, year out, because we know that there are always requests that are coming in, year out.
You didn't stretch yourself when it comes to budget, because this house is beautiful. It should be costly.
It was costly. I mean, we try to make sure that we deliver a good quality product. So it did cost us more than what a typical RDP house costs, just because we believe that, we need to restore the dignity of our people. Not to say that RDP housing does not do that, but we certainly try to go above and beyond, because like I said, this is not something that we do every day. It is something that we budget for, and we just try to delight the families that ultimately are beneficiaries of our activities.
Last question, estimation amount of this house? Amount that you spent?
Yes, I hear you, but I don't necessarily want to disclose it, but it was above 350,000 rand.
Above?
Above, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. As you have heard, this house was above 300,000 that was set by the Chief Executive Officer of NHFC, that would be CEO Mayekiso, telling SABC News that they do congratulate the families of this house. 12 family members are going to stay in that house. They are staying in a shack. What a beautiful story, positive story. In January,